Okay, so this is the last video in my epic Meridian trilogy, and I'm sure you're all on the edge of your seats waiting to see how this comes out. What I'm going to do is figure out which of these articles I'm going to select for my working bibliography, and then which I'm going to decide to annotate. So the first thing I would need to do is figure out what topic I want. And I'm going to make this difficult and suggest that I want to look at women activists. And that means I would need to look at both civil rights articles and articles that talk about feminist activism. Okay? So what I would want, and I'm going to let me open a new document. Since Alice Walker was both a civil rights activist and a feminist, this seems like a good way to go. Plus, I've been interested in her influence and vice versa on Barbara Smith, who both of them were involved in both civil rights and feminism. So let me see, I'm just going to go down the list and see what seems like it would fit. So I want this one, because it talks about the movement, right? Revolution. Now, there's a couple that I might come back to if I don't get 10. This one, for example. This one. Political subjectivity I might come back to as well. Gendering the movement, yes. Just violence. Keeping the dream alive. Lynn's another one that I might come back to. Democracy, civil rights, both of these. Okay, so I have 8. So I think I'm going to go ahead and grab the womanism and humanism. And this one about subjectivity. So there's 10. That's my working bibliography. And what you would want to do from there, so you want to narrow it down to 5, and you're going to annotate 5. Generally, that means you should probably read some of them. You can decide that you're just going to try to get the newest 5, right? So that would be 20 2014, 2013, 2011, 2009, 2006. And that's 5. And then in those you have gendering the movement, just violence, keeping the dream alive, democracy, grief and rage during the civil rights movement. So you can decide, okay, those 5 newest ones give me a good mix. If you decide, well, you know, I really want this remembering the dream, you could go and get that. The other thing, when you look at our annotation assignment, one of the things I recommend highly anytime you're doing any research, do not annotate any article that you read and decide it is not useful. Annotations are there to grab aspects of the article that you want to use in a paper. So if you're reading something and you think, I don't want to use this for whatever reason, don't annotate it. Go find a different one. Annotations are not busy work. They're preparation for writing a paper, and you'll do yourself a favor to only use and talk about information from articles that you actually plan to use, that you found something useful for. Okay, so there are my 5. I would get started reading and annotating them, and you'll see the annotated bibliography assignment later. Thank you for coming to my Epic Trilogy TED Talk.